cut deep into Salt Lake's drug trade over the past week. 2 raids here, plus a third in California, have claimed $2 million in drugs. Tonight, as news specialist Andrew Adams reports, it may be the latest sign that Utah is cartel country. Andrew?
Dave, you really had to pull out the drug calculator this week and refresh yourself on kilos and grams. Huge amounts of drugs, high dollar amounts, and police say they got some major players who stashed their drugs in secret compartments in cars that look like any other out there on the road.
I smell heroin. You guys smell that?
Show and tell.
These packages turned out to be 23.5 pounds of methamphetamine, 5.5 pounds of heroin.
$800,000 in drugs stuffed in a suitcase. It was the second big score for Unified Police, who just days earlier seized $1 million in heroin and coke from 5 unassuming rides in West Valley.
They all just look like your average car driving up and down the road, yet they've been modified by a professional to transport drugs.
Investigators believe the men who were arrested in the raids are high-level suppliers who have direct cartel connections. The latest arrest turned up 2 live grenades.
You'd probably be surprised with how many people involved in the cartels down south do have military training.
We were asked not to reveal the identity of this detective, who's been working drug cases for the past 7 years. He says the cartels had their fingers on Salt Lake's pulse.
Most every bust gets noticed.
And these?
They know. They would know.
He predicts quality control measures straight out of Mexico.
And there's a good chance that the cartels themselves might send somebody up here to reestablish the connection within the Salt Lake Valley to take over. There will be a change in the leadership as far as it goes for that group when they come up here.
Detectives say they expect a short-term disruption to supply, but there are other sources for the valley. Cops are on the case.
There are a lot of dedicated law enforcement personnel that are looking into other factions, other groups, and are trying to do the same thing that happened this last weekend.
Now, we hadn't told you a lot about that third raid in California. 5.5 kilos of cocaine, street value about $275,000. Police also found $30,000 cash in a marijuana grow. Live in Salt Lake City, Andrew Adams, KSL 5 News.